Hey guys, so I'm back and I want to talk to you a little bit more about what's going on with this assignment. So I'm back on this page. So we're talking day three. So this is where you're going to be taking pictures for your first Hockney joiner and uploading them. Just to show you again, the assignment for this, you're really making three David Hockney inspired images. The first one is the fantastic bottle, which we did yesterday. Now, I'm saying it could be for the second two, which you're going to take yourself. Um, the second and the third, it could be an inanimate object, meaning something that's not alive. It could be a place. It could be a portrait of another person. Again, if you're taking pictures of people, let's just focus a little bit on social distancing. If it's somebody who is not in your immediate family, who you're really not supposed to be hanging out with, you could take a picture of them or and you can see, like, here's a great example of just a head-on portrait shot like that. Um, Here's an inanimate object. I really love how this student, rotated the camera around as she was taking the pictures. Here's a great head-to-toe shot, and you can see that as the photographer was taking the pictures, they didn't just move up the body. The photographer rotated as the pictures were shot, and I mean that also includes a passage of time. So there was a considerable amount of thought that went into all these processes. Some good examples. Here's one by David Hockney of just a simple chair. I think what makes this work so well is as he was moving around and taking the pictures, he shot the chair from different angles, and there's nothing distracting in the background. This is one of my personal favorites by him of just a cart. I think that one really works well, and this is a very famous one. Pear Blossom. And in fact, there's a video that you can watch that talks a little bit more about that one. I'll let you look at that yourself. So the two I made, this was of my daughter Maya, and I'll let you look at that on your own, and another one of my daughter Sylvia. And in both cases, I made sure there was a clear and obvious point of interest. I can't imagine. I'm not saying this is totally successful. I think that I wish Sylvia, who's wearing that blue coat, had been a little bit closer to me. She's a little small in the picture, and I just wish that she was a more clear and obvious point of interest in the picture. For this one, I feel like your eye goes right to Maya's face, or faces, should I say. But you see, I've got the whole thing head to toe. So to get started, you're going to click again on the class you're in. So let me open this up. And you can see that I have two templates for you. One is a landscape template, which will, for again, going across. And the other one's a portrait template. And if you wanted to use this one, you would, going back to the presentation here for a second, you want to keep the copy in that folder because that's where you're going to be turning it in. So to get started, let's say that you decide you're going to do like a head to toe shot like this, or you're going to do a landscape like that. You see that one goes across, depending on which one you're doing. And by the way, I have the original images I shot for this assignment, and you can see, just to really click on this and make a point here, I didn't just take like 3 pictures and call it a day. I mean, I don't think I included all of them. In fact, I didn't. But there's probably easily about 30 shots in here. So when you take these pictures, you're not going to just take 1 or 2 or even 10. You're going to take many, many photos. And you might not necessarily use them all. But to get started, I think you already know what to do. You choose the one you want. So let's say if I'm doing this one of mine again, click on the 3 dots and then make a copy. And then you have to name it, right? Don't leave it just as copy. So, oops. So when I click on it, I'm going to go ahead and hit rename. And again, you would type in your name. So like I'm going to put in, Mrs. Silver here, of course. And the rest of this is just like before. So you have 2 days to work on this. And we're going to be sharing these out with the class on day 3. Just going back to the calendar for a second. So images should be uploaded by today. And to do that, well, actually, by you starting to put your images in there, you'll show me where they are, and that's how you'll show it. So you don't have to finish the Combine by today, but going back again to just a very quick look at the calendar, right? So day 3, you're taking the pictures, you're going to upload them, and start putting them into your collage. You don't have to do anything more than that. And then start working on the collage by tomorrow if you haven't done so, and then complete it. So you have 3 days to work on this, is what I'm saying. And then you can see that on day 6, they all should be done by then, so we can complete an online critique of other classmates, first Hockney joiners, and I will be giving you directions for that. And you can see that you're also going to be making a second joiner, and we'll have a critique for that one as well. And I'll talk to you more about that. So have fun, enjoy, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys